Hi everybody, welcome back to Everyday Thrifty Living. It's Cass. Odie's not here right now, but don't you worry, she will be back in the next 1001 videos, minus these, of course. So today is February 1st, or as I'm filming, it is February 1st, which means that it is time to see what Amazon is offering this month. If you did not know, if you're an Amazon Prime member, if you pay that monthly fee or that yearly fee, you get the opportunity to pick one early access or one book that has yet to be published included with your Prime membership. So this month we get one pick, because last month we got two. This month we get one pick, and as you can see, these are the picks. So we have 8 to choose from, all in what feels like similar genre. So yeah, let's get right into it. Now these books will be published or will be released on the 1st of March. So yes. So the first book we have is a book called Mothered by Zoj Stage. This looks to be a thriller suspense. That cover looks really interesting. It's 317 pages long. Grace isn't exactly thrilled when her newly widowed mother, Jackie, asks to move in with her. They've never had a great relationship, and Grace likes her space, especially now that she's stuck at home during a pandemic. Then again, she needs help with the mortgage after losing her job. Maybe it'll be a chance for them to bond or at least give each other a hand. But living with Mother isn't for everyone. Good intentions turn bad soon after Jackie moves in. Old wounds fester, new ones open. Grace starts having nightmares about her disabled twin sister who died when they were kids, and Jackie discovers that Grace secretly catfishes people online, a hobby that Jackie thinks is unforgivable. When Jackie makes an earth-shattering accusation against her, Grace sees it as a part of revenge, and it sends her spiraling into a sleep-deprived madness. As the walls close in, the ghosts of Grace's past collide with the new but familiar threat's mom. That book sounds interesting, but I don't know if I'll be picking it. It sounds, to be quite honest, demented. It actually sounds demented. The next book that they have here is from Camille Pagan, and this looks to be a literature fiction type book, 253 pages, so looks to be a bit of a short read. And it's a warm and witty love story. Okay. Allie Jackson has waited her whole life to become editor-in-chief of All Good magazine, but 6 months into the job, she overhears her co-workers belittling her. Allie's clapback, a very public, career-jeopardizing meltdown. To undo the mess, she agrees to go to a month-long unpaid leave. Reluctant but determined to turn misfortune into opportunity, she retreats to the Lake Michigan beach house her brother Luke left to her when he died nearly a year earlier, except when she arrives, she discovers that his best friend has also inherited the place. Wyatt is unkempt, unmotivated, and totally uninterested in Allie's desire to sell, yet as battle lines are drawn, she wonders whether she and this wildcard have more than Luke in common, but she's willing to swap her lifelong dreams for a shot at healing her broken heart. Okay, that sounds interesting, but as I said in my last first reads, I'm not really interested in these types of romance, witty type books. So yeah, let's go to the next one, which is The Maid's Diary by Loreth Ann White. This is in the thriller and suspense. This is 376 pages, so a pretty big read. Kit Darling is a maid with a snooping problem. She's the invisible girl compelled to poke into her wealthy clients' closely guarded lives. It's a harmless hobby until Kit sees something she can't unsee in the home of her brand new clients, a secret so dark that it could destroy the privileged couple expecting their first child. This makes Kit dangerous to the couple, and in turn it makes the couple who might kill to keep their secret dangerous to Kit. When homicide cop Mallory Van Alst is called to the scene at a luxury waterfront home known as the Glass House, sounds like a movie that was done years ago, she's confronted with evidence of a violent attack so bloody it's improbable the victim is still alive. But there's no body, the homeowners are gone, and their maid is missing. The only witness is an elderly woman next door who woke to screams in the night. The neighbor was also the last person to see Kit Darling alive. As Maul begins to uncover the secret that has sent the lives of everyone involved on a devious and inescapable collision course, she realizes that nothing is quite as it seems, and no one escapes their past. That actually sounds really interesting. I am curious about the rest of the picks. So the next one is called Wild, Beautiful, and Free by Sophronia Scott. This is a historical African fiction book, and it is 322 pages long. Decent read. Oh, let's see here. Born the daughter of an enslaved woman and a Louisiana plantation owner, Jeanette Babine is raised alongside her white half-sister until her father suddenly dies. His vindictive wife refuses 12-year-old Jeanette her inheritance and sells her into slavery. Now on her own, she must fight the injustices she faces because of her mixed race. She escapes enslavement and travels from Mississippi to Philadelphia to New York to Ohio, all while searching for purpose, love, and a place in a country torn asunder by the burgeoning Civil War. Everything seems to fall into place when she meets Christian Robichaud Colchester, the white proprietor of Fortitude Mansion, a safe haven for escaped slaves, where Jeanette teaches. But despite their instant connection, she isn't convinced she belongs in a circle. In a world that tells her that she doesn't fit anywhere, she must decide what's more important, bending to the expectations of others or embracing her true self. This actually sounds really interesting, although I don't ever gravitate towards historical fiction books. I usually gravitate towards historical mystery books. I'm a big mystery girl. That's one thing about me. I love a good mystery book. I love a good cozy mystery, that type of stuff. The next book is called The Running Girls by Matt Brawley. This is 313 pages. This is in the thriller suspense category as well. So we have a lot of thriller suspense this month. And this looks interesting. 20 years ago in the seaside town of Galveston, Texas, Annie Randall took her dog for a walk. The dog returned. Annie did not. When her body was found cruelly broken and posed like a runner, there was only ever one suspect, her husband, Frank. That's very typical. Now he served his time and come home, but the locals won't let him forget, especially when there's a new running girl murder. Ooh. Oh, this looks interesting. Detective Lori Campbell remembers her case. She's also married to the Randall son. Painfully conscious of the deep wounds within her family and still suffering from a personal tragedy of her own, she takes the lead on the new investigation. As much as the finger of suspicion points to her father-in-law, something doesn't add up. If he didn't commit the most recent murder, is it possible he never killed Annie either? And if he didn't, who did? As a terrifying hurricane hits Galveston, Lori finds herself in a dangerous race against time. Can she find the answers that could heal her broken family before the wind and waves hide them forever? This actually looks really interesting, and in my head popped up a thought as to who could possibly be the killer. But yeah, this one is definitely in the running. Well, the running. The next book looks to be a sci-fi fantasy book. It is called Hospital by Han Song. Looks to be part one, or the first book in a series. This is 405 pages long, so this is a big book. When Yang Wei travels to Sea City for work, he expects nothing more than a standard business trip, a break from his day-to-day routine, a good paycheck, a nice hotel, nothing too extravagant, of course. No fuss, but all the amenities. But this is where his problems begin. A complimentary bottle of mineral water from the hotel minibar results in sudden and debilitating stomach pain, followed by unconsciousness. When he wakes 3 days later, things don't improve, they get worse. With no explanation, the hotel forcibly sends him to a hospital for examination. There he receives no diagnosis, no discharge date, just a diligent guide to the labyrinthine medical system he's now circulating through. Armed with nothing but his own confusion, Yang Wei travels deep into the inner workings of the hospital and the secrets it is hiding from its patients. As he seeks escape and answers, one man's illness takes him on a quest through a corrupt system and his own troubled mind. That actually sounds much different than what I thought it was going to be. Okay. The next book, which is called Lovely Girls by Margot Hunt. This is another thriller. This is 299 pages. So this is after the sudden death of her husband, Kate Turner is looking for a fresh start for herself and her teenage daughter, Alex. They relocate to the beachside town of Shore in Florida, where all is not as sunny as it seems. It's always like that in these books, always like that. Although Kate makes fast friends with a trio of fellow moms, their daughters take an instant dislike to Alex, who attempts to document their bullying in her video diary. Kate brushes off Alex's concerns until she receives a series of chilling warnings about the clique of moms from other parents and neighbors. As it becomes harder for her to ignore the malicious undercurrents she senses among her new friends, Kate grows increasingly unsure of who to believe and who to trust. As small-town gossip weaves A harrowing web of jealousy, deceit, and betrayal, Kate and Alex discover that whether you're in or out, the status quo can turn on you deadly fast. Okay, that sounds okay. That sounds interesting. And the last book that is being offered this month is called The Karma Map by Nisha Sharma. This is 241 pages, which sounds like the shortest book of all the picks. So, born and raised in the US, Tara Bajaj hides her family's secrets. With beautiful clothes, a popular social media presence, and a spot on the Rutgers High Bollywood dance team, she does it well until her carefully cultivated image shatters. Shut up by friends, and with her future in flux, Tara accepts a guide position for a youth group's temple tour through North India. Rediscovering the heart of her ancestry is as good a place as any to start over. Silas D'Souza Gupta is an inspiring photojournalist retracing the journey his two mothers took when they fell in love. The last thing he expects on this road trip through his roots is a girl with a history of her own. As Tara and Silas embark on the trip to remote pilgrimage sites from Punjab through the Himalayas, they each discover what it means to be a child in the Indian diaspora, the significance of karma, and the healing power of love. That sounds really nice, but again, not really interested in fiction at this moment. I think I'm going to be choosing Mothered. Sounds a little too demented. Good for You sounds like your standard contemporary fiction book that every booktuber seems to gravitate towards. The Maid's Diary looks really interesting, so it's probably good. I may pick this one, I may not. I don't know yet. Wild, Beautiful, and Free sounds like a really nice book to read, but again, I'm just not on that historical fiction type kick right now. The Running Girls looks like it's a real big possibility. This book, The Hospital, it's too dystopian for my taste. Lovely Girls, I don't know. I don't think I would read this one also. I don't think so. And no, not Karma Map. I think I will be picking, The Maid's Diary or The Running Girls. You know what? I'm going to go with The Running Girls by Matt Brawley this month. I think because I had a first thought as to who could possibly be the killer, because you never know in these types of books. So I'd like to know if I'm proven right or proven wrong with this story. So that is going to be it for us today. Stay tuned for my review of this book. I know I'm backed up on so many reviews for books, but I'm going to get right into it. I just need to kick my little butt and get it in drive and do that. And so yes, all these books that I have mentioned will be available on March 1st. They all will be released March 1st. They can be pre-ordered now for all of them can be pre-ordered for the Kindle for $4.99. But I would recommend you buying the actual physical copy, because it's nice to actually have the physical copy in your hand. So yes, that is going to be it for us today. I will be picking this book and I will have it delivered to my Kindle, and I'm really hoping that's going to be good. I think it's going to be. I've never heard of Matt Brawley. This would be my first time ever reading him, and if you just heard that right now, those are the cats trying to kill each other. So that is going to be it for us today. Hope everyone there is doing well. Thank you so much for clicking in, tuning in, checking us out. Have a great day. See you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.